you to present a monologue from one of the best poems of William Shakespeare titled The Hollow Crown. The historical background of the Hollow Crown is, in this poem, King Richard II is reminded as the power of death that overshadows everything else and overshadows everything else, including the power of emperors, and refer them as powerless commoners at a moment's notice. Here the monologue starts. Let's talk of graves, of worms and epitaphs. Let's talk of graves, of worms and epitaphs. Make dust our paper, and with rainy eyes write sorrow on the bosom of the earth. Write sorrow on the bosom of the earth. Let's choose, execute us, and talk of wills. Let's choose, execute us, and talk of wills. And yet not so far. What can we bequeath save our deposed bodies to the ground? And yet not so far. What can we bequeath save our deposed bodies to the ground? Our lands, our lives, and all our bawling brooks. Our lands, our lives, and all our bawling brooks. And nothing can we call our own but death. And nothing can we call our own but death. And that small model of a barren earth, which serves as space to cover our bones, which serves as space and to cover our bones. For God's sake, let us sit upon the ground and tell sad stories of the death of kings. How some have been deposed, some slain in war, some haunted by the ghosts they have deposed, some poisoned by their wives, some sleeping killed. How some have been deposed, some slain in war, some haunted by the ghosts they have deposed, some poisoned by their wives, some sleeping killed, all murdered for within the hollow crown, all murdered for within the hollow crown, the rounds and the mortal temples of a king, the rounds, the mortal temples of a king. Keeps death his court, and there the antique sits. Keep death his court, and there the antique sits. Scoffing his state and grinning at his pomp, allowing him her breath, allowing him her breath. A little scene to monarchize. Be feared and kill with looks. Be feared and kill with looks. Infusing him with self and vain conceit. Infusing him with self and vain conceit. As if this flesh which walls about our life were brass impregnable. As if this flesh which walls about our life were brass impregnable. And humoured thus comes at the last, and humoured thus comes at the last, and with a little pin boys through the castle wall, and with a little pin boys through his castle wall, and farewell king. Cover your heads, and mock not flesh and blood with solemn reverence, and mock not flesh and blood with solemn reverence. Throw away respect, tradition, form, and ceremonious duty. Throw away respect, tradition, form, and ceremonious duty. For you have but mistook me all this while. For you have but mistook me all this while. I live with bread like you. Feel want, face grief, need friends, and subject others. Feel want, face grief, need friends, and subject others. How can you say to me, I am a king? How can you say to me, I am a king?